Well, people are all worried about the earthquake. That was like NorCal. Drew's safe.
Yeah, actually, it was that was kind of a false alarm from a tsunami standpoint because it was
False
a
flag.
strike.
Not even.
It was
not even a real
tsunami.
tsunami.
So tsunamis in general are more consequential when there is displacement, vertical displacement of the seafloor, right? If there's literal subduction event and there's slip and one tectonic plate like lifts up or drops down, then there is massive, opportunity for tsunami waves to impact society. This was a strike slip earthquake. They didn't know it at the time it happened.
I need like a news.
It takes a little while. It takes a little while for people to figure out the focal mechanism. But once they figured it out and that it was strike slip, they basically they canceled all of the earthquake warnings and everything. Pretty much chilled out. But if you are an earthquake aficionado, this happened at the Mendocino Triple Junction, which is a hot spot for tectonic activity because it is, of course, one of the only places near North America where you have three tectonic plates that come together. The Juan de Fuca plate, which is underlying the Pacific Northwest, and then the Pacific North American plate meet at that same area. So there's a lot of seismic activity there. We all know about it. It's one of the first things you learn about. That said, let's talk about this game and these second half lines. Seeing a second half line open here of Green Bay -2.5, seeing a second half total open of 27. This first half was a little uneven for the Packers, I would say.
The penalties definitely didn't help them. The Packers.
Well, yeah, but some of it was just I thought they got a good third down stop. Fortunate penalty gave the Lions another opportunity to get that first touchdown. The Lions then padded that with a very fortunate fumble that gave them the field goal and led to the dreaded 10-0 lead. I don't think we're putting any stock in that, but there was a 10-0 lead here for Detroit. Green Bay answered with their own dubious end zone penalty that gave them 7 points.
I thought that was pretty clear.
I thought it was fair.
He was handsy. He was pretty
honestly,
he's not good.
I am not a neutral party here, and I saw the one in favor of Detroit on the first drive. I was like, this is horse shit. And then the Green Bay one, I was like, that was a clear penalty. So I can't really tell you.
Yeah, they were both fine. Like they were.
They walked the first one back down to just illegal contact. Okay, fine, I guess. Like that's like it's a ticky tack. It's a ticky tack rule, though.
They had to because the ball.
The fucking receiver initiated the receiver initiated the contact, man. The receiver initiated the contact. So what? The receiver initiated the contact. I was upset.
They'll still call that.
Anyway.
Love has not been great. Obviously, the pass to Watson was nice. The fumble sucked, but Love's like 3 for 7 for 30 yards.
He's had some good scrambles, but he has not been sharp.
No, the running is working because of return.
You know what we got? You know what we got going for us? He's the second half quarterback.
Yeah, it's crazy too. I should turn around. I don't know why I went against the wall.
Why did you go against the wall? You're in prison. You're podcasting from prison.
Yeah,
but now those are the bars. Andy literally got thrown in the drunk tank and they are making him sleep it off, but they let him stream the halftime show. I think that's the lesson learned here. That looks like the kind of prison you could definitely break out of. Those bars don't even go all the way up to the ceiling.
Baby, we're on the beach.
Okay.
This isn't a jacket. It's just like a light sweatshirt, and it's like 65 degrees out.
Cardigan? Is it a cardigan?
Now I tilted my table. I'm going to be at a slight
angle.
Here's the question. Here too.
I guess here's the question really about back in Green Bay or not in the second half. Does the injury situation for their defense concern you at all? It might, it should, it could. I don't know. Do you think that because back in Green Bay 2.5 means like they pretty much need to score a touchdown. I feel like on every drive, right?
Yeah, I don't think does it matter. Like if you want to back Green Bay, you probably just back this over because
27. I agree with you.
They haven't been able to get any stops.
Should we play over 27?
The one stop they got was just a really bad play call by Ben Johnson. Like, what was that run call? Like, that was just a bad call.
Terrible call. Also, Gibbs doesn't. Gibbs obviously caught a hugely consequential touchdown pass, but he hasn't looked
the way the chair was
sharp.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Over 20? 27 is a fucking enormous number. Are we really doing this?
I ain't scared. Green Bay gets the ball to start. We're getting to 35. It's easy. It's pretty easy tonight. I'm checking what our friends over at
There's some minus 110s out and about, so I'm just going to play it minus 110.
See, I always got to do the math on this. So we're at 24. That adds up to 48 plus 3.
The real thing that people what the people are kind of butt about is, are we going to be able to avoid the vacation curse? Because there is a little bit of kind of bad juju when we try to do these on vacation. You are vacation, Andy.
How's my signal coming in from the patio?
Great.
I thought the Wi-Fi here is pretty fast. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here is pretty fast.
We can hear we can hear you clear as a bell. We can hear the cricket that's out there with you.
I can't. I got headphones on. Oh, I hear him now. I had noise cancelers on.
Yeah, he's having a night. All right.
So horny.
Some of our friends like the under. Some of our friends are saying drink up. Oh, drink up.
I might hit the Hard Rock.
I got my Frosty the Snowman Christmas.
Yeah, Drew, you're a little fuzzy.
Am I?
Yeah, I don't know. Where are you? You're in a different room.
It literally might just be a fingerprint smudge on my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway.
Yeah,
I am kind of fuzzy. What's up with that?
Yeah, I haven't left the resort.
I'm kind of grainy. Maybe I have my settings on the wrong.
Your settings are effed. Yeah, I haven't left the resort. I haven't left the resort, boys. We got into town early afternoon, kind of just hung out by the pool. My kids like chess. They have one of those giant chess boards, on the ground. So they did that, and then they have mini golf. They had to do that. They had to go to the beach, to the pool. Then they had to eat. So the whole afternoon was just all the stuff we got to do right now. I do like the Hard Rock. I might sneak off to the Hard Rock at some point.
Tonight?
It can't be that far. No, it'd be tomorrow. I'm tired tonight. Tired.
So you guys are embarking on Saturday?
Yeah, couple days in Fort Lauderdale, place right on the harbor, right on the beach.
What's the weather like?
You walk out to. It was 75 and sunny this afternoon. It was really nice.
Oh, yes.
I know we did pull the kids out of school for this shit. I mean, they're doing fine.
They're not. You know what? You know the month of the school year that the kids learn the least. It's December.
Yeah, honestly, the school systems, the padding is soft anyway.
That's right.
We just got report cards back, and the grades were good enough. It was fine. Kids don't need that much school. I should make them do some homework.
Dude, the whole month of December, particularly this year, with December being somewhat compressed because of Thanksgiving being so late, it's just going to be nonsense. Kids want Christmas presents type of shit for 2 weeks, and then school's out of session. So, you're not missing anything. But what do I talk about?
A plane taking off. I thought the Fort Lauderdale airport would be chiller than Miami. It's not even a little bit.
No, it's a busy hub.
Ooh, should we do an airport rant? So my wife could not find a direct flight she liked, and
really?
She just said, "Yeah, sometimes it's tricky to get." So you can get to it
from Minneapolis.
From Minneapolis to Fort Lauderdale.
Whoa.
So Minneapolis to Miami, Minneapolis to Atlanta, Minneapolis to any of those, but Fort Lauderdale just couldn't find it. They exist, but none of them worked out well. So she just bit the bullet. We did a connector. So stopped in Philly. Real short. It's the perfect layover. It's the hour layover where you're not stressed about making the flight, but you're not sitting there for 2.5 hours. But they pulled the thing where there was some other flight. I don't even know if it was American Airlines, but they just took our bags and put them on a different flight straight to Fort Lauderdale somehow, or a different connector somehow. So we go to the carousel. We can't go on a long trip like this and not check bags. We're going to be on the cruise for all next week. Like, we had to check bags. So we sit there at the carousel. There's like 5 different flights there. We waited for like 35 minutes watching bags. Finally, some lady comes over. She's like, "Hey," like, "that's it. There's no more coming out." Somebody working there. And I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Go over there and talk to them." And I thought we're going over there to like fill out paperwork for lost luggage. My wife, about to tears. And you go over there, and the bags are just over there. They've been over there the whole time. They got there like 2 hours ago. Like, oh, we put them on an earlier flight. And the best part, we get in the Uber to go to the resort, and my wife gets a text saying that, like, "Hey, your bags are already in Fort Lauderdale. They got there early." It's like, well, like, that doesn't help me now. Oh, I was gonna be mad for a bit.
Incredible.
It was like the luggage that had all my shorts, and you can't leave Minneapolis.
I actually think that I think that airlines take an especial care on getting your bags to you when you're on your way out, right? Like, if you're on your way to vacation, like, they're a little bit more careful than when you're coming home. When you're coming home, they're like, these guys, give them the D class. If they don't fit, they don't fit. Right.
Otherwise, I thought American was good. They had like the space between your seat and the seat in front of you.
Oh, sure.
It felt bigger than like United or Delta. I was going to give them bonus stars, and no, they fucked that all up. Now they're like 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
They got your bags there too quickly, and they gave you heart palpitations.
Yeah, I didn't need that. I didn't need that in my life.
I will also tell you this. Did I ever tell you my bag story coming home from Greece?
No, I got a smear on the screen that's right on your nose, driving me up a wall. There we go.
So, flying home from Greece, we for something like
kill this cricket though.
It was hard as shit to get a 2-leg flight from where we were in Kefalonia back to LA. Right?
Since Prince was on Kefalonia.
Exactly. And we ended up flying an airline called EasyJet, which I would recommend to no one. Like, this is like you've heard, I'm sure everyone has heard horror stories about Ryanair. EasyJet literally was like, we can do that, but we can make it worse. Like, that is their entire business model. And we showed up at the airport. No problem getting there. We checked our bags, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." Our flight left super late from Kefalonia to London, at London Gatwick, and the reason we left late was because the cargo door was broken on the plane, and they couldn't open the cargo door. And so we're sitting on our plane.
Feels good to start.
We're like, "Oh fuck!" Like, there's no way that they put all of the bags on this plane if the cargo door was broken. Like, no way. So we fly in, and like, I'm fully expecting not to see our bags come out when we get to the checked bag there. We had stayed overnight in London before flying to LA the next day. 5 bags come out. Everyone there is just standing around. And I'm like, I know better. Like, I know what's going on here. Like, I went right to the queue to like fill out my information to be like, "Hey, yep, our bags are lost." All three of our bags did not make it on that plane. Did not make it to London. And I put the request in, and I'm like, this is such a budget piece of shit airline. Like, the chances that we ever see our bags again are probably like 5%. And it's like, thank God we're going home and not going on vacation with these fucking clowns. And this was Saturday. Wake up Sunday morning. And I get a WhatsApp message from someone who worked at EasyJet that was like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, I think I see your bags." And I was like, "Okay, what do I do?" And they're like, "Just go to like the terminal and tell them that like your bags are here, and they'll send somebody down to get them for you." And I was like, our plane was at like 10 a.m. I go down there at 7 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, like this is my only chance probably in life to see any of this stuff again. and I'm begging like the person, like I'm showing them my WhatsApp message. Like, I don't even know where this came from or how this is possible, but this person knows where my bags are. Like, can you go find them and get it? And they were like, and finally, eventually I got to the right person who was like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll help you. And they went down there and pulled, we got a Green Bay positive.
Big positive.
Yeah.
60-yarder.
Fuck.
God, if they kick a field goal here, I'm going to jump off this 5th-story balcony live on air. It's going to be like that newscaster. Like, oh, look, he brought his lunch with him on air. Nope. I've only had a bag lost once in my entire life. We've had some close calls, but I've 100% told this story. I was 12 maybe, and we'd visited family in Germany for like a longer trip. And they have these enamel pots that are really good. Just like a chicken pot, like a deep one, almost, like a cast iron, but lighter. And my dad wanted one. He didn't come with. So I bought him one with my own money for like a gift. And I've told this, like, they lost that bag. And, I've been proud of like saving up some money to buy this for him. And my mom is she's kind of a spaz. And we're in the Minneapolis airport and she's like, well, that's the bag with the pot in it, Andy. And she's just like super loud. And it wasn't as cool in the 90s to travel with cannabis. She yelled at like 3 or 4 times. Like, Mom, even I know, like, we should probably not be doing that.
We got ourselves a 3rd and 10 problem here, Andy.
Oh, it's not a problem with J-Love. Jordan Love kind of sucks tonight. He's been soaked in the last couple weeks.
It feels like he's a little like, geeked up. And he plays much better when he's like kind of chill. And I haven't seen much chill Jordan Love tonight so far. This 10 yards feels like 500 yards, honestly.
The pass rush for Detroit.
Oh my God! What a fucking dot! What a dot! What a dot! Hell fucking yes! Hell fucking yes.
We should say nice things about the Detroit pass rush. For as many people as are hurt, it has looked good.
I don't understand.
Very good.
I don't know how they're doing it. I don't understand how they keep doing this. I do not understand how they keep doing this. Zadarius Smith looks like he went into some cryogenic chamber and woke up 10 years younger. Unbelievable. Second half love. Fuck yeah, Hef.
I don't think we're gonna get there. Let me do the math. Let me do the math quick. So there's 30 minutes in the second half, and we used 1.75 of them. So we should go. We're on pace for 120 points second half. Can you imagine?
That would be awesome.
Oh, the buffet at the Hard Rock kind of sounds good. God damn it! I might have to. Maybe the wife will want to go.
Dude, you're going on a cruise. You're gonna have all kinds of buffet options, man.
There's no casinos on Disney. There's no casino on Disney.
No buffet. I think you said buffet.
Oh, I don't even know. Well, the breakfast buffet, I guess, but Disney has it's all sit down.
Disney, the Disney cruises don't have a casino.
No, it's family oriented, baby.
What? It's not even like a teeny tiny casino.
I tell you what, though, maybe other cruises do this too.
Andy, I got a crazy idea for you.
What?
Right, bear with me.
Start up a dice game in the bar. 654.
I was gonna say start a dice game and then parlay that into taking action for Sunday NFL. Whoever was interested in dice, they're gonna want to play NFL.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Write some tickets, man.
My wife did.
Write some tickets. Write some tickets, man.
Hey, dude, honey, I had to dip into savings. It was a bad
dude, do you know how complicated legal cases are when there's international waters involved? You can get away with this scot-free. Absolutely. I would book anyone's action on that cruise, and there's going to be some people who are thirsty.
I'm going to get arrested because we're going to technically be in the Bahamas or something. We're stopping in Nassau. God,
Nassau, dude.
What's the place called there?
Nassau has two killer casinos.
What's the nice one out on the water? I can't think of it.
Well, the Atlantis is not as nice as it used to be.
It's nice enough.
But it's nice enough, and the casino's killer. What's the other one is? Fuck! I was just there. Christ. I don't know why I can't remember it. But the Chinese one, the Chinese casino over at the Bahia Mar, maybe.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So when I was in Turks and Caicos, we did sandals or beaches or whichever one allows kids.
Sure.
And when you have that, you don't leave
probably
the resort.
beaches. I think sandals is the
Sandals
nudie
is
one,
adults. Right? No, sandals is just adults only. But it's all inclusive, and there's like 20 restaurants, so you don't leave the resort. Like the beach is there, the 5 pools. I mean, you know how much damage you can do it at an all-inclusive sushi restaurant? Yeah, bring me everything on the menu.
Yeah.
And then a garbage can for when I'm done. Yeah.
I know.
Lobster, weird. But anyway, I got a little itchy after a while, and
Let's try the lobster with the eel sauce and the eel with the lobster sauce.
I googled casinos on Turks and Caicos, and I'm looking at the pictures on like Google Maps. And I mean, it's like a strip mall casino like you have in South Dakota, but way more run down. I'm like, I don't know if I should leave the resort. This place looks bad. I didn't end up. I was very, very close. But it's like one of those, anyone who's read, what's the MIT Blackjack book? You know what I mean. It doesn't matter what the title is. You know what I mean.
House.
Yeah, bringing down the house. But there's a section in there where they're banned from everywhere, so they go down to like the Caribbean, and then that turns out bad because it turns out the consumer protection laws aren't the same. I think they get their ass beat or something.
I love this comment from Bobby K. We got to give him some shine. It's like you're dreaming about Gorgonzola, and it's clearly brie time, baby. Absolutely, Bobby gets it. Very cool. Bringing down the house, says Tim.
Yeah.
Bringing down the house.
Burning down the house. I didn't have to jump off the balcony, which was nice. Well, I mean, there's a balcony.
Which was nice. Yes.
I talked a big game about it being on the 5th floor. It is, but there's a balcony on the 3rd floor that sticks out a bit. It would have been like 25 foot. I would have lived.
Broken leg. Awful. Off.
Yeah. I'd have been fine.
Like,
my wife would have been mad. Oh, why'd you break your leg, Andy? Why'd you break your leg? Run.
Like, why'd you...
Going up the gangplank and what do you call them? Crutchers.
All because the team you hate didn't score a touchdown against another team you hate?
I know. My son gave me a hard time. He's like, who are you cheering for? Packers?
Great point.
Oh, he's like, you can't do... Like, because all the kids at school, like, that's the bad guys.
So you're telling me your kid's cheering for injuries?
Yeah, no, but he's just like, you can't cheer for the Packers or Vikings guys, Dad. He doesn't know that I'm not really. I put on a brave face for him.
Do you have any? I mean, like you probably feel a little weird cheering for the Packers though, because I would imagine that 90% of your life you were cheering for the Lions to do the impossible and beat the Packers, right?
I know. For years, it's like, oh man, if we can get Rodney Peete.
Oh my God, what a pick! Take it back, buddy. Take it back. Not quite. That was a nice play by Nixon. Yes. We got Jared Goff a little unsettled, boys.
Pumpkin Goff.
We got him a little unsettled. Pumpkin Goff. You know what I'm getting a vibe of, Andy? I feel like the Lions might be the victims of the dreaded 10-0 lead. They might also, you know what else? They might also be the team that peaked too early. A little too early. We'll see about that, obviously, because there's a lot of football left.
I know. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see like how this hashes out, because the Vikings are not winning by margin. The Vikings can have this for some reason.
Yeah. Goff's tiny hands are sweating. Goff's palms were sweaty. His mom's spaghetti. He threw that pick. Yeah, his knee's weak. Yeah, not good. This feels karmic after how absurd that. Oh no, Brian Branch is down. Oh, he's fine. Bummer.
And he's like
for the Packers. Good for Brian Branch. I don't want Brian Branch to be hurt.
Good players left were like him and McNeil. Yeah. And I thought McNeil was out. McNeil did come back, but it's like, geez, it's becoming comical almost.
Patrick is putting his reputation on the line next week for the Bills.
Do you remember the Niners team from like 3 years ago where they had this? Where it's like every week they'd lose like 3 more defenders?
Yeah. Hey, I will tell you this, Patrick. There is a put your reputation on the line pick next week. It's not the Bills Lions game.
I haven't even looked at ads.
There is one number that if it loses, I might just flat out retire and walk away.
I haven't looked. I don't know. Lay it on me. I haven't looked too close.
I kind of want to keep my mouth shut until we actually get there. Oh, what Josh Jacobs. What a fucking man. What a run. Unbelievable. Fucking man. That was kneecap biting-esque from Josh.
His yardage total was like 70. Damn. You guys.
God damn. That was it. Look at that. Look at that ass in those freaking quads. My God. That guy was 70-yard total? That ass? No way. Like, can't be. Huge mistake. Huge. So good.
Go back, go.
I love that. Oh, excellent, man.
It's a nice day. Nice day out on the patio.
Yeah. We got 21 points now for the Packers for anyone who's keeping track at home. And if you want to do the math, there is 11 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh God, I will do the math again. What is the over/under on soft serve visits? Anyone who's not been to a Disney cruise, by the pool, I think on both ends with these, they just have like the Dairy Queen soft serve machines, and just a shitload of it's just like self serve. You just go there and get ice cream, but you can do a 10-foot long ice cream if you want.
Good gracious, ass is bodacious. Yeah,
oh, God,
no question. Yeah. So what are we on? What are we on pace for?
Oh God, how much time do we got left?
There's been like 4 minutes of the second half. We have 14 points.
I need exact.
11:15 remaining in the third quarter.
All right, so we've used 3.75 minutes.
Yes.
So we go 30 divided by 3.75 times 14. You know what? We're only on pace for 112 now.
Ah, shit.
You're slipping.
God damn it. Huge problem.
Yeah, I'm going to try to lay off the ice cream a little, but because I always do it at the wrong time. It's like, Andy, we have to go eat in like 20 minutes. Why do you have an 8-inch high ice cream cone? Sorry.
Why not?
Why not? The first. Maybe there'll be somebody famous again. The first time we went, we were just like hanging out at the pool next to Doogie Howser all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was super nice guy.
Patrick Harris something?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, thank you.
Yeah, he was, and you know how he is. He likes musical theater. So, like, he had his own spots right in the front at because there's a bunch of shows they do with, like, a theater troupe around, they do a bunch of Disney songs. Kids love it. He was jamming out to that.
No, the number for next week that's completely fucked, in my opinion, is one that will not change based on the outcome of this week's games. It will not change.
On bye. Are the teams on bye?
Both teams are on bye.
The famous actor from Smurfs the movie. No, that's true. So
it's the Colts, obviously. Plus 4.5 for the Colts. Gus Bradley's defense against that fucking quarterback. Get the fuck out of here. Gus Bradley's defense plays the exact type of defense that Bo Nix has not solved. Combine that with no Riley Moss. Like, this is fucking
Are we sure?
Colts are winning this game. Colts, yes. Yeah, it's a multi-week injury. This is a sprained MCL.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes they rush people. Like, they rush
It's a sprained MCL, man. No, like I've heard. He'll be back. He'll be back later in December. I don't think he's back for this game. If he's back for this game, I'll eat my words. But
I will eat this egg.
Yes, it's Colts 4.5. Is it down to 3? Colts 3.5.
Are you familiar with
anything over 3?
You know the second most famous person I saw on this cruise. Are you familiar with the beginning of? Oh man, is it Jedi or Empire? Where he goes to Jabba's palace and there's those guards.
Empire.
Giant
that's
Jedi. That's Jedi.
Jedi.
There's those giant big guys. They're the guards at Jabba's. So they have all these people dressed up as characters on Star Wars at Sioux Day, they had one guy that was just that guy. I wanted to party with him. Like, why did they pick such an absolute tertiary character?
I
They
don't
made
know.
a million stormtroopers and Vader and all the cool people. Like, yeah, let's just make one guy be the guard from the opening scenes here. That gets eaten by the. Oh man, I'm gonna nerd out. I know the name. I wouldn't say it.
Eaten by the what?
No, I won't do it. Kelly knows too. Kelly watches that shit too much. I will say I did watch the. There's a new TV series, Star Wars. It's more focused towards younger kids.
Ooh.
I think I liked it too, though. Me and the kids watch that.
Yeah.
I'm not watching any TV for a while.
Dude, if you don't agree with me with the Colts thoughts, go look at Bo Nix's splits throwing against zone versus against man.
Yeah.
And then go look at Gus Bradley's defense, which is extremely consistently one of the other.
You need the right.
Tell me that's not. Yeah, it's a fucking perfect match for.
Well, and you need the right kind of wide receivers to beat that. And
yeah, they don't have it.
Like 14 teams do, which is a problem because like there's some weeks where it's like, oh Gus, like buddy, this is.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's like
or sometimes it's even just the scheme. And I don't want to say anything nice ever about Alex Van Pelt, but like last week, he kind of hadn't figured out like, oh, this is what we're going to do, and this is going to work.
Oh, we got an injured ref here. Is he
that's
hurt or is he having a heart attack?
They're on the Widowmaker spot, Drew. They just refed on
Monday.
Monday.
My God, you're right. The refs
They
are on
mentioned it like 3
this
times.
is like the all-time Widowmaker spot. This fucking crew. How is that possible? They ref Monday and then
game?
Thursday.
That was in
Denver. It was in Denver, in altitude, and then they make them go right to Denver. I mean, right to Detroit. Yikes, man! They trying to kill these guys.
They're old guys.
Yikes, man!
Have we had more ref injuries this year? Do you think? I think that's up. There's no way.
Oh no! What? He got bumped by a Packer. There might be some retribution coming. The refs need to take a pound of flesh for this.
There's no chance.
Oh no!
There's no chance anyone has tracking on that. But like I can say,
Sarlacc ate the first half of this game. He did scan
the Sarlacc pit.
The Sarlacc.
Maybe.
Was that where the guard died in the Sarlacc, or was it against the giant
no,
guy
the Sarlacc,
that Luke killed with the fence?
The Sarlacc is the pit out in the desert that eats Boba Fett.
No, that I remember. What was the bad guy what was the bad guy?
The Rancor. It's the Rancor.
The Rancor. It's the Rancor.
Yeah.
This is the Rancor. Thank you. I could have come up with that if you'd given me 5 million guesses.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly the Rancor. I like that.
I don't have to see that, but I fucking love Star Wars. I'm gonna watch those this Christmas as a commitment to our fans. Yeah, I'm gonna give them a go.
That is
just the first 3, and you know what? If you want to cherry on top, Rogue One. Absolutely.
Rogue One's very good.
Yes, Rogue One is in the top 4 of all Star Wars films ever made, and I won't hear otherwise.
Nobody likes Ewoks. I love them. So I was going to say this. I think I mentioned this, but it is amazing watching Empire Strikes Back for the first time with someone who's never seen it. Like, so me and my 10-year-old watched them all over the course of a month or so, and he gasped and he made me pause the movie. And it's funny too because nowadays they just they spoon feed you storylines and there's no you don't have to think about anything. He was mad that there wasn't a flashback. He's like, why wouldn't there be a flashback scene? How can he just be his dad? I'm like, because he said it. I don't know what you mean. He said, they don't explain it. I'm like, yeah, tell you what, they don't actually explain it in the next movie either.
Okay, so tell me your decision making as a dad of a son who you knew
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
That was the order?
Yeah, you gotta go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And
you didn't even think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, you don't want it would ruin the surprise in Empire.
Okay, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to do that. So then he was
by the end of 3, Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker.
He was pretty pumped after he watched the prequels, even though they're not as good. He was pumped to finally get that backstory that he needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank God! Thank God! Oh, thank God! They finally did explain it. You were the chosen one. And he got to learn the importance of the higher ground.
I've never thought of this before now, and I'm obviously a little not clear-eyed, but I feel like this is a little bit more of a failure of George Lucas, right? Like, if you're going to make a prequel trilogy and the end of the prequel trilogy can't carry into the next movies because it ruins the best part of the original movies, then you've certainly failed, right?
Yeah, I know, but what else were you going to do? You had to explain that story.
Yeah, in no way do you make the name Anakin Skywalker.
You could have given him some pseudonym.
You could have named him anything.
You probably would have figured it out anyway.
Because, what I would do if I was in charge of Luke Skywalker as a baby and I wanted to make sure that the most evil entity in the entire galaxy couldn't find him, I would change his last name.
Well, they did that.
No, his last name was Skywalker. What are you talking about?
That's fair.
His name was Luke Skywalker.
No, but he was living with the Barus.
I'm just saying, man. Skywalker could have just been.
He didn't watch Obi-Wan then.
I don't know what that means.
It's a TV show. They kind of explained that part too. Skywalker.
They explained why they.
This is funny. His name. It's a very common.
Skywalker is like Smith.
It makes me think, why would you have chosen Muhammad? It's like the most common name in the world. Maybe read a book sometimes.
Skywalker is the most common name in the galaxy.
That's pretty solid.
It's the most common name in the galaxy.
And it's somebody mentioned that kids love the prequels. Charles said that. My kid did love Jar Jar Binks. I was like, fuck. Hey, guess what, buddy? You're adopted.
Not my kid.
Yeah, you're not my kid.
Not my kid.
I can see it though. It's funny. I think people shit on the prequels. People shit on Jar Jar Binks. The actual worst part of the prequels is the actor who plays older Anakin, Hayden Christensen.
He's quite bad.
Not a very good actor, and he ruins parts of the second and third movies.
Like the parts where they're wrestling in the field with the
It's a good movie. I mean, when he gets like mad, he's like, Obi-Wan doesn't trust me. It's like that's pretty rough, buddy.
All right, we're getting a line stretched in here one way or the other. How do you feel about that?
I feel like if we don't get to 27 here
in the third quarter, I'll be surprised.
Well, at all. If we somehow lose the second half bet, the balcony's still here. Maybe I'll just go for a late night swim. Just keep going. Just Bodie.
Dude, the Atlantic Ocean is still quite warm this time of year. You're gonna have a lovely swim.
The water's nice.
Yeah,
ocean's warmer than the pool.
You know what my favorite score would be? A pick six.
That would be pretty funny.
There's been some absurd pick sixes.
We've had a couple. Really wrong
by the way, we didn't mention a couple things when we did. Or actually, I have two quick things, and then we got to.
And I have a question for you after that, Ken.
Okay, so the Broncos' defensive touchdowns have now fucked you twice, me twice. This year, in garbage, the garbage time of the Saints game remains unforgivable, and then the defensive touchdowns that flipped the Browns' result is insane. The Broncos' defensive touchdowns are not being well respected by anyone who is evaluating the strength of the Broncos' defense, and I just wanted to make that known. Have you ever had a defense fuck you twice like that? In the same year with defensive touchdowns?
I don't think so, man.
It's got to be rare.
Everybody has a team that
Two decisions flipped by defensive touchdowns is big. That's unusual.
I feel like I've had teams, give me multiple raw beats like that, but it's always just like, wow, that's the Falcons.
Yeah, right. It's usually a team you bet on that does something dumb. Not the team you're
Seattle.
Like, yeah, because you bet on and under thinking like this is a good defense. They're going to keep the Saints in check. But then they score a defensive touchdown that's absolutely insane.
Are they going to? They're probably going to kick this, bitches. I have a question for you.
No, they're going for it.
On 4th and 3 here?
No, they're going for it.
Okay, good man.
They're going for it. They snapped it. Touchdown. Easy touchdown.
Easy touchdown.
Easy touchdown.
Drew, I have a question for you.
Is that 2 4th and goal touchdowns now?
Yes.
For the Lions?
Yes.
I will tell you
very
this.
Bad if you're
on a per play basis, the Lions red zone has been fucking horrific. They have had
both 4 down plays were so good.
Yeah, they both were. They saved the good plays for the highest leverage, apparently. They're like, maybe we can get this touchdown with our easy plays. Okay, well, we got to use the hard plays.
Why don't I just use the good play?
Just use the good plays.
So that game I went to in Denver, that high school game, where my team for my nephew, they just were getting the shit kicked out of them.
Sure.
I know. So I'm on the bleacher side with all the fans for that team. I know his dad. I know his mom. I know the people I came with, and that's it. So I know like 6 people out of the entire fan there, and I started yelling at their coach.
Sure.
And the crowd was like kind of behind me. I'm like, start using the good plays a couple times. He was running just the stupidest plays for no reason. I had the crowd support. I'm like, this feels good. Like I'm a Dakota Ridge coach hater at this point. And then the crowd did kind of turn on the coach there, which was fun. They had a good season, whatever. My question to you was, do you know the rules of shuffleboard?
Of course.
I haven't played in so long. It's been so long.
It's the same as
There's
bar
2 shuffleboard courts.
It's the same as bar sand shuffleboard.
Okay, so it's just
landed,
curling rules.
Curling, but landed in the zone. Yeah, it's curling, but more simple. All right, okay. So
I'm gonna play that.
So a couple thoughts here. Number one, it is kind of insane that they're saving Ben Johnson saving the good red zone plays. Number two, we got a problem with our pace of scoring, Andy.
No, it's fallen way off. We're barely on track for like 70 points.
I know. I'm getting nervous. We're gonna need one more touchdown in the next quarter and a half, and it's gonna be a sweat. If we get 2 field goals, I'm gonna be pretty.
So we've used 7 minutes at this point. Yeah, we're on pace for like 90 at most.
We're gonna need an explosive play by the Packers, please.
So I'm happy that they have. So there's tennis courts, there's pickleball courts, there's mini golf, there's the giant chessboard, there's a foosball table outside, there's ping pong in the sand, there is the shuffleboard, and obviously the pool and the beach. But I was a little pissed. I get to Florida and I don't have a bocce court here.
What?
Yeah, TripAdvisor's going to hear about this.
That would be the first comment.
You're about to get Yelp funked.
No bocce?
No bocce. I'll go find a court somewhere.
Can you even play highlight?
Oh, I should go. What do they call the thing? The highlight court. It's got a name.
Does it?
Yeah, it's something fun.
Okay. Last comment for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Did you know you're going to be in the Bahamas at the same time as Scheffler and the PGA Tour?
Yeah, they'll be down there for that tournament.
Are you going?
It's not near Nassau. I don't think it's Albany. It's a different part of the island. And
do you know how small the island is?
I know, but I don't know if I'm gonna go over to. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go over there and see the golf.
You knew about it and you weren't even really considering.
Well, I just know when you get off the boat, for like 6 hours. It's not like the whole day. And I kind of
they didn't even try to sell you an excursion to go see the golf tournament.
I don't know. It's a goddamn. A Fronton.
I'm surprised.
It's called a Fronton.
I'm shocked. That's like a real deal. It was the Hero Open, Scheffler's there, and all those guys.
It's a bad tournament. No one gives a shit about this one. Big names.
Dude, you give a shit about golf though, and these guys are there.
It's basically like a vacation. Patrick wants me to punch Brian Harmon. That would be like this. He's about 5'1". That is the crazy thing about anytime you go to any golf tournament, realizing like every golfer is 5'6". Like, no.
Yeah.
Louis Oosthuizen, you're tiny.
Easier for we got a trick play. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no, hell no.
We avoided real terrible chaos, but the lines didn't bite.
Nothing worse than a trick play that doesn't work, because then it's like,
but worse if you force it and it gets picked or whatever. There was opportunity there. I don't know why he didn't throw it. I'm not sure. We're getting fully confident Jordan Love tonight, which is kind of bumming me out. I know the dot to Kraft and the big play to Watson were obviously huge, but
he has 6
completions. We're gonna need some completions
here. They have 21 points. He has 6 completions. So.
All right, I'll let you go.
Let's go at night. I'm gonna go watch the rest of it.
Yep. All right, man. I'm hitting
Peace, guys. See you Sunday night.
Yeah. Peace. Have a great trip. Safe trip.